Carlson with AnimeLocation.tv. I'm here at Matsuricon 2013 with a great friend of mine and a gentleman as always, Mr. Scott Freeman. How you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm awesome. And last time we got to talk was at Matsuricon last year. How have things going for you the past year? I know you had a great personal event happen that was very happy and everything. So how's it been going?
Very well, yes. It's been interesting. I was married after last Matsuricon. It was actually December. So got married on 12/12/12 in New York. So it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. I'd say that's the most major thing that's happened since last we talked.
Awesome. And you recently, as we said, you got married. Has that actually added to your acting experience? So you pull things from marriage that you're like, maybe, no, did we fight like that? Or, things like that, anything like that at all that would pull from marriage for it?
I'm now acting for two. No, that's not true. Everybody has a different relationship, so everybody, will fight a different way or, show their affections in different ways. So honestly, it doesn't really carry over into my acting. I mean, I have to basically go off of what the director wants, and if the director wants something a certain way, even if I think I would never do it like that, that's just not my call.
Awesome. And Borderlands 2 just came out right after Matsuricon last year, and you and I are big fans of the game all the way around. How did it turn out for you, knowing that you got to be peppered throughout the whole game and had fans got to hear you and so many other great friends of ours?
I was so excited, and that was one of the hardest things to shut my mouth about, because you signed the non-disclosure on that. And how can you not tell everybody you're going to be in the most anticipated game? I was so excited about that. And when they finally said, all right, you can say something, it's like, I was like, I'm in that, and it was just really exciting. I enjoy hearing all of my friends in that game, because there's a large amount of acting in that comes from the Funimation pool. Mm-hmm. So it's just really cool. You go through the game and you're like, oh, that's awesome. There's Ian, or oh my God, Michael Tatum, and so yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, and there's a planned 5th DLC as well, so hopefully we can play that one.
Oh yeah. I haven't even gotten to keep up with all the DLC. There's still some DLC I haven't got yet. Yeah. So I mean, there's too much to do. I keep going on that game.
Yeah, if you play the 4th one, Tiny Tina's Dragon Assault, oh, is it just great?
Really want that one. I want that one next. That's my next major, DLC pack, I think.
Even more funny lines from all of our friends.
Yes.
Alrighty, and now you're an artist and musician. Do you have people that you draw and inspire you and draw influence from them? Because you had said that you were more a heavy metal player when you first started, and you've kind of moved more to the acoustic style when you've now, after you've gone throughout your life and stuff like that. And you still do your art, which is still amazing to see. So who do you pull from?
Just whatever I'm listening to or looking at the time. I mean, honestly, I might hear a CD and I'm like, oh, wow, I really like what they did at this part. And it makes me think, oh, I should do something kind of like that. And then I never do. So my problem is motivation. I get inspired by these things, but then I just don't follow through. I never do it. I was like, but then I could go play Borderlands. So, yeah. And
last year you were involved in the Great Black Butler auction and panel. Tell us about the memories you had from that, knowing that it raised in a 4-hour time span almost $2,000.
I was blown away by that event. I had no idea what was happening. It was like something, I don't know, like something in the universe just clicked, and just everybody all of a sudden had the same idea, and they were like, we should just give as much money as we can to this cause. And I get like teary-eyed thinking about it. It makes me want to weep, because it was like the most like kind act of humanity that you could just witness. All of a sudden just people start throwing their money like, wait, I think we have more. And they go out, and you're just like, oh, is this ever going to end? I hope not. But I mean, it has to at some point. But to me, that was just so special. And I don't think I've ever been so moved than right there at that moment, just witnessing that gave me more hope for the human race all of a sudden. I was like, people are still pretty cool, so
awesome. I hope we can do that again together.
I hope so.
And then now you also got to do the awesome show Control C for Soul of Money, and the show. What's your take on it, knowing that it deals with such the American economy and the world economy in general, knowing you play certain unique character that just signifies what money is?
Yeah, it was a very interesting show, and it did, I think, have some pretty good commentary on our economic condition. I mean, it's interesting how they really, they divided it up into those areas, and then, one would affect the other one so greatly because, I mean, that's just how it works. So, I mean, that's why I'm going to start learning Chinese because 20 years from now, I'll need to learn it or have it learned. Just saying.
Awesome.
Look at the economy.
True enough. And now, how cool is it to be digitized into the cyber world for all your fans to interact with you?
Yes, for those of you who have read my bio for this con, I took on the persona of like a Max Headroom sort of thing, but I did base it very much off of my real life. I was a satellite installation specialist, so I just kind of drew from that or whatever. I thought it'd be funny to say, yeah, I got zapped into the old airwaves somehow. So yeah, the cyber world is a vast and frightening universe. Don't ever go there. I don't recommend it to anybody.
Well, we're good to have you come back and join us. And for those of the cyber world and World Wide Web, how do fans be able to keep up with you? I know you have a great Twitter and also a no Twitter. Okay. No. Well, yeah, I know you have a good Facebook and you try to keep up as best you can. You also have a nice little fan group that somebody was nice enough to start for you. How's that going for you?
Pretty well. I wish I kept up with it more than I do. I do have the Freeman Fighters, and it's just, it's kind of its own entity. It runs itself in my mind because I don't have to do anything to it. I've got some lovely fans who run it for me. But I've got a Facebook. I check that as much as I can. So that's probably the best way to get a hold of me. I have yet to move into the Twitter phenomenon is what I'll call it because I don't know, I'm just learning what Vines are. I was like, what are Vines? I don't get all this like instant just every little piece of your life needs to be posted online. It's like not my thing really.
Awesome. And then now do you have any awesome current upcoming projects and a message for all your wonderful fans that are out there?
Of course, upcoming stuff I really can't talk about, but current things, the one that I'm most excited about is High School DxD. That came out very recently, and it's hilarious. Like, I just finally recently got to see the whole thing, and it turned out really well. I was shocked to see that it wasn't just, boobies, It was, it had a surprising amount of story and action and feelings and... I mean, it was really, really well done, I thought. And Colleen, who directed it, like really, really stuck with it, man. And she pushed everybody into just doing such a great job. So she deserves a lot of credit for how well it turned out.
And any message you want for all your great fans out there?
Keep on Freeman fighting, and not fighting Freemans though, because that'd be bad.
All right. Thank you so much for coming out here. And always, I enjoy talking to you. Thanks for coming out. Thank you so much.